Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. Starting the week with the developer insight of the divination card creation process. Now, a lot of work goes into these cards, even though it might not look like it from the outside. So, first thing, a player should buy a Highgate supporter pack, and that will give him the access to this divination card submission tool on the website. Now this tool is basically a series of drop-down menus, and it will help the player narrow down from the thousands of choices to the one he actually wants. And he also will be able to give a suggestion for a name and for the art and the flavor text of the item. All of these then goes straight to Nick, and he will check if the art, the name, the item and everything matches up, and if it also matches up with the lore of Rayclast. Now there's usually some back and forth between Nick and the person, so once both are happy, it gets passed to Eric, and he also checks it out. This is because having an opinion of another person is always better. So if everyone is content, the card gets passed to Sean, who will make the art of the card. Now, GGG has a lot of 2D artists working on various things. However, they decided to give all the arts of the cards to a single one, so that the art style will remain the same. And they also think this art that they got here is pretty accurate. It captures the right style to fit into Rayclast and into the game. So Sean will be doing all of the arts of the cards, and that is going to be great because yeah, some of these arts are really good. So after the art is done, comes to the harder part, which is choosing where the item drops, where like the card drops, how many cards it will need, and that's something the designers choose. They look for which zones do not have maybe many cards, which fits more of the theme of the card, and so on and so forth. And at the end of it, after having checked and double checked, you get your own card, you get how many are needed, the item, the name, and so that is how a divination card is born. If you want, you can still get a Highgate supporter pack and create your own card. There are some tips over here if you want to do that. I must say, divination cards are definitely an addition to the game. They do not impair your gameplay, they do not feel like they keep up much space and everything, but they are there, you know they are there, and their presence is something that worked. It was really good, I think, for the game to get these cards. It was a good idea, and it's also a process much easier for the developers than it was to make unique items. And also prepare yourself for more and more cards being added, because the ones that are actually in the game right now apparently are just a small fractions of the cards that are currently in the pipeline, so many more cards will be coming in the near futures, along with the many updates GGG always does to the game. And then we got a new batch of guides for new players. First one is a summoner guide. It works for zombies, it works for specters, summon raging spirits. It's a low budget build. It's made by Gazi, which is a renowned summoner, so if summoners are your type of play, this is definitely a guide you should check out. Then we got a Templar Ice Shot Totem, works at close range, cheap and effective. I don't really know how ranged totems work, as in being viable and all that, but if the guide is here, it means it works, so if you want to try something different, that's your choice there. Then we get a Marauder, beginner-friendly Ground Slammer. Ground Slam is definitely a beginner-friendly skill. Marauder is always very good class to start with. A lot of life notes are near there, so that's definitely a very beginner, very beginner build right there. And then we got a Ranger, Poison Arrow, Solo. magic finder, so it only requires one single specific weapons. If you got that, your build will work and it will allow you to basically put on gears to find more items and more loot. So if that's your style of play, you can go with that build right there. And then we got some photos of the new Grinding Gear Games office. So the entrance, of course, with the logo. Then we got the kitchen, some Magic the Gathering cards there, and goddamn, it looks so clean as well as really big. Of course, drinks and things to eat, energies, sugar, caffeine, all of that to keep working long after your shift is ended. And then the rec room, really a lot of space over here, looks really good with the sun coming in from the windows. There's also a projector used for movies and gaming, of course. And then the new customer support office with Jared. Customer support has always been really good, so hopefully they'll continue on that way, because goddamn, they're really good. And this is the conference room, of course. Previous team meetings apparently will need to be held loudly in the middle of the room or outside under the birds, so this is definitely really good. You can see the glasses isolating the room from the outside too. And then there is the rooms where the plebs, everyone else is staying. I'm kidding. Here there are design team, programmers, the single audio guy, level designer, effect artists, animators, pretty much everyone. Over here there are server guys, developer guys, and Bex. Now there's a lot of space here, which is to accommodate new people, because GGG definitely plans on increasing their size along with the popularity of the game, of course. And then we got Jonathan, Chris and Eric's offices, of course, the kind of founders of GGG's, which are getting their own private offices. And apparently the glasses in the middle can just slide away, creating one big office, so that should be amazing. And last, we got a teaser for the new content update, which, beside of course fixing a lot of stuff, is going to contain effects, audio, dialogues and level design improvement throughout the whole game, also including an update to the Hall of Grandmasters, new tempests and much more. So full patch notes next week. In the meantime, there are some teasers in the form of a screenshots where you can't really understand what the heck is going on, but yeah, they look really cool, so look forward to this update coming next week. Not sure when, but definitely next week. And yeah, that's about it for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all. I've been your host, Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.